What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMAT and MMTLP stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what is the main catalyst for these two stocks right now. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you why you should immediately call your broker in order to have the most up-to-date information about the spin-off. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video on this stock back in the days in October 2021 and I've told you, let me show you right here. I've told you right here that if this asset break this range of support that I marked previously, we should book our losses if you were in a long position, and this breakout below this range of support implies the possibility to hit much lower targets. And as you can see, it happened. It went lower, it broke this range of support, retested from the bottom, as you can see, with this false breakout above this range, and it went lower, and for several months it consistently goes lower and lower. And right now we have a very good movement to the upside from the beginning of October till basically present day, and I have to say that we have small chances to hit even higher targets, and I will show you what was the reason of its movement and why it is so popular right now. And let me show you that MMTLP stock is even more aggressive in terms of its price action. From the very beginning of October till its highest point, it gained about 751% of potential profit, but then it lost to its swing low about 59% of its value. Definitely very high volatility with a very high upside potential and very high risks. So what was the reason of this massive volatility? Let me show you this article, and this article was published 14 hours ago on Investor Place, and it's titled MetaMaterials stock hits up ahead of spin-off. The distribution date of the spin-off will fall on December 14th. And let me quote you these bullets. MetaMaterials will spin off NextBridge hydrocarbons this month. The company reported revenue of $30,124 for the 9 months that ended September 30th. Shares of MMAT stock are down by over 35% year to date. And let me show you these details. Shares of MetaMaterials stock have been in full focus as the company will soon spin off its fully owned subsidiary NextBridge Hydrocarbons to shareholders of MetaMaterials preferred shares, MMTLP. The date of record will fall on December 12th, while the distribution date will be on December 14th. NextBridge engages in the acquisition, exploration and development of oil and natural gas. The company's primary project is an oil and gas project in the Orogrande Basin in West Texas. As of December 31st, NextBridge has interests in 3 projects, with the remaining 2 projects in Texas and central Oklahoma. So definitely on the one hand it is quite promising spin-off. And with this stock, if you own MMTLP on December 12th, you will receive shares of NextBridge, and you might benefit a lot, but we have a lot of downsides in this trade. So following the distribution, shares of MMTLP will not be tradable on the over-the-counter market and lose all of their rights. Meanwhile, the NextBridge will operate as an independent reporting company with shares that will not be tradable on public exchanges or eligible for electronic transfer through clearing corporations. This means if you own MMTLP on December the 12th, definitely you will receive the NextBridge Corporation stocks, but you will not be able to sell these stocks in foreseeable future. This means you will be the long-term holder of this asset, and you will not have the possibility to cash out these stocks. On top of that, let me show you this. Shareholders of MMTLP who sell their shares on or before December 12th will not be eligible for the spin-off. Shareholders who sell their shares after December 12th but before December 14th will be required to transfer their shares of NextBridge to the buyer of MMTLP shares. And definitely these dates might be confusing for you, and I have to say that if you want to receive these stocks of Next Bridge Corporation, definitely you should call your broker and you should ask about the T+2 rule. And the T+2 rule is a really important rule. Let me show you right here. So, settling securities transactions T+2. Investors must complete or settle their security transactions within 2 business days. This settlement cycle is known as T+2, shorthand for trade date plus 2 days. T+2 means that when you buy a security, your payment must be received by your brokerage firm no later than 2 business days after the trade is executed. When you sell a security, you must deliver to your brokerage firm your security certificate no later than 2 business days after the sale. And definitely this rule is very important because it implies in some brokerages, if you use some minor brokerages, it implies about 2 days gap when you have to own these stocks and when you have to sell it. Definitely it might be T+T-2 in this case on December the 10th, but December 11th and December the 10th are basically the weekend. This means you have to own the stock on December the 8th. And this is really important deadline where we might see the massive sell-off right after December the 8th. So we have basically 1 day until it happens, and that's why you have to be very cautious with your position. So why it is so important to know all these details? Definitely right here, as you can see on stocktweets.com website, on most active section, we have MMAT and MMTLP and at the 3rd and 2nd place respectively. And if we switch to watchers section, we can find these 2 stocks on 5th and 6th place respectively. This means a lot of retail investors wanted to have these stocks in order to receive probably the Next Bridge Corporation stocks, or a lot of people want to benefit from its recent price action. But let me show you these details, really important. Right here, I will put the link on this article in the description below. Right here, you can find all the details about the company, and I have to say that Next Bridge is not the best company in terms of its financials. Definitely it is just basically a startup with a huge amount of expenses and very low amount of revenue. And on top of that, Next Bridge has also warned that it will need to raise capital in the immediate future. This could be collected through joint venturing of projects or equity or debt financing. This will provide the company with funds but dilute existing shareholders in the process. Next Bridge's consistent losses have also caused its auditors to issue a going concern audit qualification. And definitely I don't think that if you don't know all the details about this company, if you are not so experienced in oil mining industry, definitely in my opinion you have to stay aside of this trade. And that's why just be cautious with any of your positions because right now it has a very huge volatility. So let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? Let's switch to hourly time frame and let me show you that this asset MMTLP has a very harsh movement to the upside at the very end of previous trading session. This means, as you can see, it has a very high volume, and this means we might see the trend continuation, but everything depends on T+2 rule. And T+2 rule implies that we have less than 24 hours until the deadline, and in some cases it might be a little bit further, but in general T+2 rule implies the deadline of this spin-off on December the 8th. And that's why, in my opinion, we might see the next spike in its price, but at the end of next trading session, most likely we will see the decrease in its price, and that's why you have to be very cautious. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium